Hello friends, welcome to Abandoned Places channel and enjoy.
The abandoned car graveyard. Why people let perfectly good cars rot away. You've seen them rusted out classics in garages, barns full of forgotten muscle cars, and fields where vehicles slowly sink into the earth. Why would anyone just abandon a car to rot? The answers are more fascinating than you think. What's really happening? Abandoned cars aren't always junk, some are rare classics, future collectibles, or even time capsules from another era. But instead of being restored or sold, they are left to decay. Why? I'll restore it. Someday. The Eternal Project car. That 1970 Chevelle SS in the garage? The owner swears they'll fix it up, but someday never comes. Life gets busy, money runs out, and decades later, it's still sitting there, untouched. Sentimental value. It was my grandpa's car. Some cars are kept out of emotion, not logic. Even if it's beyond repair, the owner can't bear to let it go, overestimating the car's worth. This 65 Mustang is worth a fortune. Reality. It's a rusted shell needing $50 K in repairs, but the owner refuses to sell for less than dream money. Legal and ownership nightmares. No title, liens, or inheritance disputes mean the car can't legally be sold. So it sits and rots. Pure hoarder mentality. I might need this part one day. Garages and barns turn into car graveyards because the owner can't let go. The saddest part? Some of these abandoned cars are one-of-a-kind classic scammy. Cudas, rare Ferraris, even vintage race cars just wasting away. A few more years and they'll be beyond saving. What do you think? Have you ever found an abandoned classic car? Comment below. Have you ever owned a car like the one in this video? Tell us your wildest story in the comments. Or maybe you know exactly what model it is. Drop it below. I'm dying to know what you think. Like if you'd rescue a forgotten classic. Subscribe for more abandoned car mysteries. Share this with someone who loves car stories. some people just don't realize what they have. The tragic fate of forgotten automotive treasures. Behind peeling barn doors and under layers of dust sit million-dollar mistakes cars that owners ignore, not knowing they are sitting on a gold mine. These aren't just old cars, they are pieces of history rotting away in silence. The most shocking barn find discoveries. A 1967 Shelby GT 500 found in a Georgia garage covered in newspapers since 1983, sold for $2.2 million after restoration. A 1954 Pontiac Bonneville Special, abandoned in a Nebraska sedan of only 653 made, now worth $500,000 plus. A 1970 Plymouth Hemi Cuda left in a Canadian field missing its engine but still fetched $1.8 million. These owners had no idea what they were sitting on. Why don't they realize? It's just an old car mentality. To younger generations, a 1970s station wagon is grandpa's junk. They don't recognize rare options, like a 426 Hemi or factory racing package. Assumed scrap value. It doesn't run, so it's worthless. Meanwhile, collectors pay six figures for barn find project cars. No internet knowledge. Before forums and YouTube, people had no way to research their car's rarity. Many still don't, they just see a rusty Chevy. Fear of being ripped off. If I sell it, someone will profit more than me. So they wait until the car crumbles into dust. The clock is ticking. Every year, thousands of classics disappear forever. Metal thieves strip them. Weather destroys them. Land developers crush them. Once they're gone, they're gone. Have you seen a hidden gem? Forgotten America. Rare classic cars rotting in barns. What are we losing? Across rural America, hidden behind creaking barn doors and buried under decades of dust, forgotten automotive treasures silently decay. These aren't just old cars, they're pieces of American history, left to rot by owners who don't realize what they have. What's hiding in those barns? Muscle car legends. Original 1969 Dodge Chargers, 1970 Plymouth Cudas, and rare SS Chevelles. Pre-war classics, Packards, Duesenbergs, and Model S that survived the Great Depression. One-of-a-kind rarities, factory race cars, limited edition convertibles, and experimental prototypes. Many of these cars haven't moved since the 1970s, still wearing their original paint, vintage license plates, and sometimes even gas receipts in the glove box. Some of these barn finds could be worth 6 or 7 figures if saved in time, but every year more are lost too. Rust, floors and frames turning to dust. Rodents, wiring and interiors chewed beyond repair. Neglect, engines seizing up after 40 plus years of sitting. Could you be sitting on a gold mine? Does your uncle have a rusted GTO behind his shed? Is there an old Ford truck buried under hay in your grandpa's barn? Have you seen a weird looking car in a neighbor's field for 20 plus years? That car could be worth a fortune. What's the rarest barn find you've seen? Comment below.